Morning, everybody. Grab a cup of coffee and a donut or three, and let's do some switching. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope you have the opportunity to spend time with your family and remember your family that's not around anymore. So we're going to pick up where we left off last session. We had delivered the cars back to the yard for wherever in Union Spring. Now we're going to pick up cars for the other side of Douglas Avenue, which is IT Grinnell. Oh, sorry, had to let Ferdinand in. He's always skittish. He zooms in. So, ITT Grinnell, the Team Track, Miller Distribution, and General Chemical. And the yard crew has done a good job of blocking them for us. So make it a little bit easier once we get to the destination. As I explained before, Chillicothe Yard was very small, and the switching area model was only about a half mile away. There were 2 grade crossings, and it was all considered within yard limits, so no caboose is needed. And I talked to the real railroaders who worked during that time, and they said they did not use a caboose within the yard limits. Now there's a caboose there now in Chillicothe that they use because they have a long shove to switch the paper mill. So we're just going to shove the cars through the yard down to Douglas Avenue. And I'll cut it off a little bit here. So watch them go all the way around the curve. I'll move the camera and catch them where it's a little bit more interesting. At the end of the video, I'll just have a brief talking about the N-Scale weekend in Ohio. I didn't take a lot of pictures up there. Sort of wish I had, because there was some good stuff there. So the train is crossing Watt Street and is going past the old warehouses and the Arbenz building on Washington Avenue. Now I'm letting Bunny in. My wife has got this screen door that hangs over the doorway, and it's with magnets, so the cats have finally figured out how to negotiate it. It sort of freaks them out a little bit. That way on nice days we can leave the door open onto the back porch and they can go in and out. So since the cars for General Chemical and the Team Track are on the end of the train, it makes sense to go ahead and switch them first. I did pick up a General Chemicals hopper at the train show, but I need to do a better job of remembering what road numbers I have, because I already had that number. I didn't think I did. So maybe I've changed the number, or I could trade Fran out for it. He might use it on his layout. So we've got a Burrington Northern car on the team track. We're gonna push it down and pick up the solitary tank car that's in front of General Chemical. It's about 8:30 on Friday night. Thunderstorm clouds in the distance, but I don't think we're going to get any tonight. Been working on the garden railroad some today and pressure washed the driveway, so getting ready for the long weekend. So we're just going to put the tank car and the Burrington Northern car on the passing track. And then we'll deliver cars to the spur, and that'll be it for today's session. Kind of short. But I have decided to go ahead and have another session on Sunday since it's a 3-day weekend. That will exhaust all of the sessions that I had filmed in preparation for my trip. I'm sort of anxious to get started on the new session, review some of the changes with you guys. So next weekend we'll start the new session and I'll explain what we're doing a little bit. I doubt if General Chemical ever got any Carolyn cars. There's a definite shortage of just generic tank cars in N-scale. Black tank cars, UTLX, whatever, that don't have corn syrup markings on them, and they don't have the yellow reflectors on them, because that's too modern for me. Every train show, hobby shop I go to, I just look for a generic black or white tank car, and I never see them. So the CP rail car is going to go to the team track. All right, so as soon as the train gets out of sight, we'll end the switching and we'll talk about Ohio N-Scale Weekend just briefly. This is just sort of an in shot of the Ohio N-Scale Weekend. There are several good layouts there. Of course, there's N-Track. There are groups from Indiana, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Huntington, West Virginia. Some of the layouts were really nice, and quite a few vendors there. It was a small show. It was a good show. It was at Union County Fairgrounds in Marysville, Ohio. And of course, I had to take some pictures of some of the chassis engines. This is a really nice thing that the Huntington group had on their N-Track layout. Here's the bunny. You can see how gray it is. I just heard the thunder. We're just on the back porch relaxing. Everybody stay safe.